Welcome back to another episode of Lens on Life right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. Coming up in this episode, I'm going to be heading off to the cinema this week to go and see a couple of films, so stay tuned for that. Also coming up this week, I'm meeting up with my friend Kieran over in Tower Park in Poole, where we're going to be playing a couple of games of bowling, and we're also going to grab a bite to eat, so stay tuned for that as well. And also coming up throughout this episode, I'm going to be doing some taste test reviews of Lucozade Energy Fruity Zero Sugar, which I've never tried before. Also going to give a go these Doritos Sriracha flavoured, golden Sriracha flavoured corn chips, which are limited edition. Never tried them before either. And the final product that I'm going to be taste testing this week as well is this Cadbury Amore with Biscoff as well. I'm going to be taste testing all of them in this week's episode as well. So to start this week's episode, I'm going to try this Lucozade Energy Zero Sugar Fruity, which I picked up from work over the weekend because it's a new product. I've never tried it before. So without further ado, let's give it a taste test. That's definitely very fruity. I'm not going to lie. Very fruity indeed. Very fruity. Very delicious. Is it a product that I would buy again? I would probably say so because it is very, like it says on the bottle, refreshing uplift. And it is refreshing, to be honest. It is surprisingly, it doesn't really give you any, it just says mixed fruit flavoured drink. So it doesn't really tell you what fruits are in this, but I'm pretty certain that maybe blackcurrant might be definitely an ingredient in this for sure. So I would probably give this an 8 out of 10, to be honest. Very delicious, very refreshing as well. And yeah, I would definitely highly recommend getting this. This is available in all good retailers here in the UK. So it is Thursday afternoon. I'm on my way to Tower Park in Poole to go and see my friend Kieran for our monthly meetup. We are going to be playing a couple of games of bowling, and we're also going to be having a bite to eat as well. So without further ado, let's head off to Tower Park in Poole, go and see Kieran and have a catch up with him. He's already at Tower Park, by the way, because before playing bowling with me, he is currently watching a film at the cinema called Akira, which I think is an old anime film that's just been re-released in cinemas. So he's at View at the moment watching that film. So let's go and see Kieran.
Reboot, I'm cold red, my service automated, like data running through my veins. Got you distracted, subconscious overloaded. Careful, don't pull the cord on me. No time to stay around. Keep walking till you get out of my face. Regrets, restricted access. I'm used to fly to get up here. We love is charging. I'm gonna waste my time with someone slowing me down, 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 down. So high, I'm floating. I'm shining in my prime. Start rolling over 'cause you can't take my crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. My crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. Can't take my crown. Can't take my crown.
So I'm at Burger King in Tower Park in Poole. This is my lunch. I've got a large Coke with some chips, some chili cheese bites, and I've also got a double cheeseburger as well. Kieran, what have you gone for?
I have gone for the extra large bacon double cheese and some fries and a vanilla milkshake.
Oh, nice. And how are you, by the way?
Yeah, all good, all good.
All good.
I forgot to order some. I was meant to put cheese on my chips. But I forgot to.
You forgot to get the
I forgot
cheese.
to mention it when I was at the counter. But,
Yeah. Oh, well, you went and saw a film, didn't you?
Oh yeah, well, I've seen a few.
You've seen a
actually,
few,
but
but you went and saw Akira, was it?
Yeah, Akira.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's an old one.
Yeah.
If you like your anime, well, you'll know what it is, and you've probably already seen it. But yeah, no.
Was
great,
released
great
in like
movie.
the 80s, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
1988 it came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, great movie.
Great film.
Yeah.
And then wasn't it like the guy at the bowling?
Oh
He-
yeah, no, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting that from him.
He was like, I like anime.
To be fair, anime's been around for like decades,
Yeah.
But like,
I think even he's heard of that film as well, hasn't he?
He did say I think he said he might have even seen it.
Yeah.
Because I think he said, I think he did say he saw it, but it was like ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we are at Burger King in Tower Park, and we are just about to have some lunch on this Thursday afternoon. Just got back from seeing Kieran in Tower Park in Poole. Had a really, really lovely time spending time with Kieran today. So a massive thank you to Kieran for meeting up with me, playing bowling and grabbing a bite to eat with me as well. Really do appreciate spending time with Kieran, and of course I will be seeing Kieran again sometime in May. We'll probably book it over the course of the next couple of weeks, and I'll probably do another vlog with Kieran as well when I next meet up with him in the next few weeks. We did also stop off at Tesco as well because Kieran needed to pick up something. I also needed to pick up a couple of bits and pieces. I picked up some milk because I'm running low on milk in the fridge. And I also picked up some more snacks because my snacks upstairs in my bedroom are starting to run out. So I picked up a big bag of Skips and some Pringles as well. I also bought myself a Pepsi Max Cherry, and I bought myself a carton of iced coffee, caramel latte flavoured, is what I picked up. Also as well, I mentioned this to Kieran, and I haven't mentioned this to you guys in this video, so I'm going to mention it now, but the other night, early hours of Tuesday morning, just before I got myself ready to go to work, I had a very weird dream. And for context, I just want to say that before I went to bed on Monday night, I went to bed at 9 o'clock on Monday night, I ended up watching 3 music videos. The first music video on YouTube that I was watching was the music video for Get Up by Far East Movement and Bingo Players, and it's with ducks chasing these teens down some streets and they're dancing, and it's a very weird music video, but I always do enjoy going back and revisiting it. The other 2 music videos that I watched there was a music video, it was by Drake Bell, and these videos that I watched by Drake Bell was the music video to I Know, which I used to watch repeatedly when I was at school years ago, when I was at junior school, and there was another video that he released a couple of years ago called I Kind of Relate, and obviously it was a song about some of the things that he's gone through in the past, especially some of the abuse that he's been through, during his time in the entertainment industry and stuff. And anyway, after them, I went to sleep, and I ended up waking up very early on Tuesday morning. I woke up around about 3:30 in the morning. I checked my phone on social media for about 10 minutes, and then I ended up falling back to sleep. But before my alarm went off, however, I ended up entering this very weird dream. Now, it started off with me being in America. I don't know why I was in America. I've got no idea. Have I ever been to America? No. Is it somewhere that I would like to go one day? Possibly in the pipeline, yeah, I would love to. But anyway, so I was in America. It was 7 a.m. in the morning. I woke up, got dressed, and I left the house that I was in America. And I say to myself, I've got a bit of time, so I'm going to go out. And I end up buying this iced coffee, and it was in like this really large glass jar. Then after that, I ended up going into this, I don't know what it was. It was like a restaurant, bar, cafe, I don't know what it was, but it was something along them lines. I saw like this small crowd of people. It was a very small crowd of people. I went up to them, and all of a sudden, Drake Bell, who, by the way, is not just a musician, he also played Drake in the children's TV program Drake and Josh years ago. He ended up coming out, and he ended up greeting these small group of fans, and obviously because I was there as well, he greeted me, he said hello, and weirdly, don't know why, but he pinched my cheeks, and then he asked, can I have a hug? So I said yeah. So he ended up giving me a hug, and then whilst I was hugging him, I then referenced Drake and Josh, where they go, hug me brother. So I ended up doing that, and then next thing I know, he then starts performing some songs. Don't ask me what songs they were, because I can't even remember myself. But all I remember is he goes into this kitchen. I was stood quite a distance away from the doorway the kitchen was, and he was on this conveyor belt and he was going left and right while singing on this conveyor belt. Next thing I know, I hear the fans screaming, but I don't see them. So then I start wandering around this cafe, and I then managed to find them. And then I saw him performing on this stage, so I thought, right, okay, I'm going to get my camera out and I'm going to start filming this, because this will be great content for my YouTube channel. So I did. I managed to record in my dream around about 10-15 seconds of this performance, and then all of a sudden in my head these like end credits started rolling, and then the next thing I know is I'm back outside in this like retail park, and it's weird because it looks very familiar. Now, given the fact that I've not long recently just moved nearby a retail park, believe it or not, weirdly, it looks exactly, it's kind of like the same layout as the retail park that's near where I live. Very weird. Anyway, so I leave this retail park. I've still got the iced coffee in my hand, by the way. I leave this retail park, and all of a sudden I see, and by the way, I'm still in America as well, just to let you know, I'm still in America, weirdly. And then I end up walking up this road, and I go, oh, I need to go and buy myself some lunch. And I see this gas station, which is Tesco branded. And for the record, right, Tesco do not operate in America, okay? I have already researched this. They don't operate in America, right? So I then looked at my watch. My watch said it was 8:38 in the morning, and then I then said to myself, crap, don't bother getting the meal deal, because I was going to go to this gas station to go and get a meal deal for my lunch. Don't bother going to grab a meal deal, head straight back home, because I'm running out of time. I need to go to work. And then I started saying, I've not even downloaded the software yet. Now, the way I think about it is, I think in my dream, I was basically someone who was working from home in America, but I wasn't working for the CIA or anything like that in America. All I know is I was working from home in America, and I hadn't downloaded the software, which I think was like my work software that obviously I need to use to gain access to my work. But I think it was also my first day as well. The dream that I had was just so weird, you know. It was very, very weird, but I remember it 100% from beginning to the end, because after that, you know, I then woke up and then my alarms went off for me to go to work. So oh man, I can't believe that weird dream actually happened. It is Friday the 1st of May 2026, and originally I was going to go to the Toby Carvery for a breakfast this morning, but I've decided that I'm going to hold off going to the Toby Carvery for a breakfast for a couple more weeks. So I am going to have some cereal here at home in just a couple of moments. But before I do, though, also as well, actually, I was going to say that it's been a very long while since I last had a Toby Carvery breakfast. I think the last time I had one was probably just before I moved in with my sister. So it's been a couple of months since I last had a Toby Carvery breakfast. I did have a breakfast at the Harvester, which there is a Harvester nearby where I live now, and I did do that with my support workers. It was like one of my last social sessions that I had with my support workers before I finished with them, but ever since then I've not had a breakfast. So I am going to have a Toby Carvery breakfast, probably not in next week's episode of Lens on Life, but the week after is when I'm going to do that. So that's going to be lined up. But before I do have some cereal, though, here at home, I thought I would do a taste test, because I've still got 2 products to taste test and try. So the first one that I've got to try is the Cadbury and More Biscoff, which I will do in a moment. And then towards the end of this video, I will give a go the Doritos Limited Edition Sriracha flavour. I will give that a go towards the end of this video. So I just thought, you know what, let's destroy my breakfast appetite this morning, and let's give this Cadbury and More Biscoff flavoured chocolate bar a taste test, because everything seems to be Biscoff flavoured these days. Don't know why. I've got no reason why. Have I even tried the Biscoff biscuits before? I think I have, and they're not too bad, to be honest. So maybe this might be good. So we'll see. So I'm just going to open the packet. I might just take off one row. And then save the rest for later or something, maybe later this evening. Okay, so I have got one row. This kind of, you know what, right, the innards, I don't know how well you can see the innards. I might have to just turn this down a little bit. But the innards on this kind of remind me of peanut butter. I don't know. I mean, it's probably Biscoff pieces on the innards here, but I don't know. Anyway, let's give this a taste test. You can definitely taste the Biscoff biscuits in this, that's for sure. I love the fact that you kind of get a mix between the soft centre of the chocolate and the like biscuit pieces of the Biscoff in this chocolate bar. Very delicious. I am definitely going to save the rest of this for a little bit later on, but my honest thoughts on that though, very delicious. Love the fact that it's got the soft centre of the chocolate and the Biscoff biscuit pieces as well. Even now as I'm talking, I still have that aftertaste of Biscoff in my mouth. Genuinely does feel like there's a party going on inside my mouth right now. Honestly, very delicious. Is that a product that I would probably pick up again? Likely so, yeah. It would be, but honestly that is absolutely delicious. I'm probably going to say I'm going to give that 8.5 out of 10. I think that was a very, very lovely chocolate bar. Obviously Cadbury and More Biscoff flavour is available to buy in UK retailers right now. So this is what I've got for my breakfast today. This may look like a hot chocolate, but I promise you it isn't. It's actually a Nescafe peppermint Aero mocha. So that is what I'm going to be drinking this morning. And for my breakfast cereal, I've got some chocolatey squares. So I am at the cinema, believe it or not, at BH2 in Bournemouth. That is where I am. Obviously, I'm just showing you a mirror view of myself right now, but I've come to the cinema for one screening, because I was going to go and see Michael, the new Michael Jackson biopic film, but I just fancied going to the cinema to see one film today, and maybe I'll go and see Michael another time, I guess, maybe next week sometime. So the film that I am seeing today, which I keep pronouncing wrong, I keep pronouncing it as Hockham. It's not Hockham, it's Hokum. I got that pronunciation right from a TikToker who is like an avid cinema goer that I follow, who's from the UK. Anyway, so they are so obviously that is what I'm seeing today. It's a new horror film. I think it's a haunted setting, I believe, is the kind of setting that they're doing. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching it. It is one of my horror films that I'm anticipating watching in May 2026. So obviously I've done a review of it already on the movie wrap-up series. It's on one of the episodes that I've done on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. So if you've not yet checked it out and you want to hear my thoughts on it, then feel free to check out my movie wrap-up series, where I will speak more about the movie Hokum that I'm about to see at the cinema. So I am on my way back home after going to the cinema. I did end up going to see Michael, by the way, because I ended up getting bored of watching Hokum at the cinema. And obviously I watched the film all the way through to the end, of course, but it was so boring. And it's one of those folk horror films where the first act of the film was pretty messy, not gonna lie. And yeah, I just couldn't get into it. So to cheer myself up, I thought, you know what, I'll get some entertainment in my system. I'll watch the Michael Jackson biopic, and safe to say I really did enjoy it. Like I said, obviously I have got a movie wrap-up episode where I do go into full details in terms of my thoughts of Hokum and Michael as well over on my YouTube channel. Anyway, I am now heading back home. Probably going to have some dinner when I get in as well. So that is what I'm going to do on this Friday evening. It is Sunday, the 3rd of May, 2026. And just before I wrap up this episode of Lens on Life, I have got one final thing to taste test, which is these Doritos What are they? They're golden sriracha flavoured, limited edition. I don't think they're available in UK supermarkets anymore. I don't think I've seen these, but I did pick them up anyway a little while back. So I thought we'd give them a quick taste test before I do wrap up this episode of Steve's Lens on Life. So here they are. Oh god, they look like they're cheese. They're cheese flavoured. They do remind me of the tangy cheese flavoured. So I'm going to give one a taste test right now. This better not be hot. I mean, it's okay. Oh man. Oh man, yeah. Man, this might be spicy. Oh god, that is spicy. That's very spicy. I'm not trying another one. I mean, I'll still eat them probably whilst I'm watching a film. Anyway, but would I get them again? Probably not. Probably not, because that's very spicy. It's sriracha. Of course, sriracha is quite spicy anyway, isn't it? So, yeah, yeah, probably not. But I'd probably say I'm probably going to give them a 4 out of 10 because that's some spicy stuff. That is very, very spicy stuff. Anyway, that is it for this week's episode of Lens on Life. Thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this week's episode. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. And as always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Steve-O. Of course, I will be back again with another episode of Lens on Life next week. So from me, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.